My name is John Redmond, and I support Webex Setup Assist within the Cisco Cloud Collaboration Business Unit. I work very closely with a cross-function of teams in support of migrations, including partner operations, engineering, product management, and the CX operations organization. Now that you have an understanding of the product positioning of Webex Setup Assist for Module 1, I want to discuss the approach we take with the actual migrations here in Module 2. Let's start by talking about the Webex Setup Assist phases of operation. Webex Setup Assist is designed to be carried out in a uniform, consistent manner and having 5 distinct phases that each migration project will pass through. Each phase has a unique objective and purpose, and all migrations within the Webex Setup Assist service will follow this model as the project progresses. The first phase is discovery and assessment, where the migration team will start to take shape, including the Cisco migration engineers and the Cisco project manager, as well as project participants from both the partner and customer organizations. This phase lays out the objectives of the project, including the required timelines, the rules of engagement with the customer, cadence calls if those are needed, and the scope and scale of the overall project. Continuing on with the discovery and assessment phase, we review the PSTN solution, the location counts, devices to be deployed at the customer prem, data gathering, and any third-party integrations. We also go through any out-of-scope objectives, such as local gateways and on-site support, to determine how those objectives will be met. If the partner is not able to support those out-of-scope objectives, we can engage with the professional services team from CX to provide the needed support. Going on to the second phase, which is solution design, this is typically handled internally within the migrations team. During this phase, the Cisco team will review and compile the data gathering workbook, identify any potential feature gaps, and create a test plan the customer can use to confirm each location with the specific features that they are deploying. The third phase is the planning phase. This is where a detailed migration plan is confirmed, including the migration schedule for each location. The network changes are ready for production, and all CPE is ready to deploy, and the site support is aligned to the migration schedule to deploy that equipment. We also confirm the customer network is fully tested and ready for production. Implementation is the fourth phase, where the control hub or console are configured by the Cisco teams. This starts with gaining proper credentials to the account for the Cisco engineer. Those credentials are provided by the customer account. This is required so that the Cisco engineer can make the configuration changes within the control hub or console. The number porting confirmation dates should coincide to the date and time of the go live event, so be sure to check this. During this phase, it's a good practice to spot check devices, users, and the location features and call handlers, even as the configurations are being made before the go live event. We do not want to go into the next phase without confirming that each location can support the service, particularly the customer network configurations and firewall ports. Cisco will also provide the test plan to the customer and communicate how they should respond to any issues or troubleshooting required. The last phase is go live. It is the date and time that is scheduled when the numbers are ported to the new service. The Cisco team also works with site support to activate and gain registration of the devices. At go live, the customer will start to test out the service. A specific conference bridge is not necessary for most go live events, but we will work with the customer and the partner to support any issues encountered. The service description lays out the tasks that are in scope, meaning tasks that the Cisco migrations team will perform, and the items that are out of scope, where we will look to the partner to address. Again, if the partner does not want to do those things, they can use the Cloud Calling Setup Assist add-ons provided by CX to leverage the professional services team for many of the tasks. Let's start with the in-scope items. The Webex Setup Assist project is managed by the Cisco team, whether large or small, to ensure timelines and deliverables are addressed. All Control Hub or console configurations are handled by Cisco. All call processing issues for Webex calling, as well as provisioning and activating users and telephone numbers, as well as the location features and even the devices. That's all within scope. Control Hub integration of single sign-on and Active Directory are supported by the Cisco team. Even the integration of Red Sky and Dubber, or the deployment of a new CER instance for the DI platform. We take a proactive role if the customer is migrating to Cisco PSTN, including confirming the number, porting, date and time, and addressing any issues encountered on porting to Cisco PSTN. Out-of-scope items are any customer prem systems, network connections, PSTN confirmation other than the Cisco PSTN, and all on-site support. We do not log into any customer prem equipment, either to modify settings or even to review settings. I particularly want to mention the local gateways. If Cisco support on the Cisco local gateways is required, that can be provided through the teams that support those devices. The migrations teams do not. Wrapping up the out-of-scope items, I also want to mention contact center, Webex meetings, and any system configuration of single sign-on, Red Sky, or Active Directory platforms are outside the scope of the migration teams. The migration team of the Cisco participants, the partner and customer representatives, is key to the successful migration of a customer to Webex calling. This table provides a sample of some of the activities for Webex Setup Assist to demonstrate how the entire migration team, including members from the partner and customer organizations, has a role to play. Review the service description for a more complete RACI table. The partner is key in customer management since we are working as an extension of the partner to migrate their customer to Webex calling. Customer management falls equally on the partner and Cisco migration teams as indicated in the table. The Cisco teams will provide updates and confirm how to set up the service. The partner still owns the customer as well as the ordering process. Project management is provided by Cisco, but it's a good practice to coordinate project management with the partner PM when one is available. The migration strategy falls to Cisco, which can include consultation with the partner and the customer. We want to be sure the business objectives the customer has are properly met. The schedule, the milestones, the timelines, they all fall to the Cisco team. But we work with the partner and the customer to be sure we understand their required timelines that could impact the migration, including periods of time to avoid due to work conflicts, physical office moves, even company holidays. The first-time setup wizard is instigated by the partner, and the Cisco team needs to be aware if that was performed successfully. In most cases, the customer is involved with the first-time setup wizard in order to properly create the correct domain and to assign administrators to the control hub or to the console. Network connectivity falls to the partner, and the Cisco team must know when that connectivity will be ready for production. In a similar way, the PSTN porting and connectivity fall to the partner to drive, as well as any site and network support to confirm the network requirements are being met. The configuration of the Webex calling service falls to the Cisco team clearly, with the customer driving the requirements. Any third-party systems or applications that will integrate with the customer's Webex calling instance are clearly outside the scope and control of the Cisco team, but we need to know what is required from a configuration and confirmation point of view. In most cases, the partner provides support on third-party systems, but we're here to support the integration of those systems into the control hub or console. Customer testing and acceptance fall to the customer, but the Cisco team will continue to provide support to the customer throughout the testing phase. Post-migration falls to the partner for the customer, and the customer needs to understand where they would go for future support should they require it. That concludes Module 2. Now go to Module 3 to continue this training on Webex Setup Assist. Thank you.